What are some slang terms a 50-year-old dad can say to his daughter to embarrass her? You ain't woke, fam. I'm too lit. Say that verbatim if you want her face to blush with embarrassment. Edit, 80% of the replies are asking what it means. In layman's terms, it means you are not social aware/conscious as I am too cool. 46-year-old mom here. I just texted it to my 15-year-old son and got really mom? As a response. Next time you see her with her friends, dab and continue to do it until someone says something, then tell them that you and your daughter do that to say goodbye, and act like she's being too shy to do it in front of her friends. Edit, say something about Tide Pods too. Kids nowadays love them. Edit 2, Tide Pods are a type of laundry detergent. Some like to eat them or smoke them, stuff like that. Some people have died because of it, so do it at your own risk. Dabbing is a dance move that looks like you're covering your face like you're sneezing with your other arm extended. Yes, I'm literally Hitler. Yes, Argentina is nice this time of year. This is it, this is the one, it is savage. I'm partial to saying I'm finna pop a goog instead of I'm going to Google this thing. I've received mixed responses. In Australia, well, at least in Melbourne, a goog is an ecstasy pill. I must have been about 18 or 19 when I was getting ready to go out with friends when my father asks, "Dad, what are you up to? Just going to hang around with your bum mates?" Me, WTF? Dad, what, you don't say that anymore? You know, bum mates, your mates you bum around with. Oh, no Dad, no, we do not say that anymore. Maybe he was checking to see if you were straight or gay. Just standing up for the dad. I always tell my daughter, word, yo, whenever she wants me to do something for her. She doesn't ask me much anymore. Perfect. Yo, that food was fire, been a minute since I saw you, any chance you can throw fam in there, do it. This is the finish line for dads, people. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I am salivating for the chance to be this kind of dad. 14-year-old son, 12-year-old daughter. Your time will come. It is glorious. I have a 13-year-old that's my laboratory. Then I have 3 more daughters under 4, so I have time to perfect my craft. Say lit. As in that movie was lit, great, say lit AF. I like to tell my students that things are lit AF and then look at them and clarify, as fire, cool face, finger guns. Wondering what she's up to today? Spice things up by saying, hey, what's Gucci fam? We're heading to the park, wanna join? It's gonna be lit. Chuck in an AF after lit and this is for sure one of the best ones. It's finna be lit for even better results. While you're reading the paper, just quietly and slowly say Gucci gang. Gucci gang. Gucci gang. Gucci gang in whatever tune you feel like. I'd recommend channeling Sinatra, to the tune of Jingle Bell Rock. Holy shit, this is good. Try to mix/match slang words as much as possible so you make her embarrassed for you. Girl, that handbag is Gucci lit. Do dabs purposely wrong. Insist you're doing them right. Sweetie, this is how I saw them do it on the YouTubes. I guess I'll just wait for your friends to get here and I'll do it for them, they can be the judge. Do dabs purposefully wrong. Insist you're doing them right. Bonus points, I insist the act is called dapping. Drives my 14-year-old nuts. Start calling everything she likes whack. Her hair? Whack. Joey? When she gets upset, tell her she's being extra. Side note, it just means you're overreacting, which she will do after about 2 or 3 of these terms. Ha! Then tell her that you're shook at that she's acting this way. Next time her friends are over, tell her you'll leave them alone, but to cash me side if you need anything. Say it on front of her friends for max damage. Bonus if you dab before you leave. As you leave, just don't walk into anything. Edit, backwards with a fidget spinner in your outstretched hand, maybe bumping into the door jamb but never breaking the dab. Story time. My daughter was meeting a friend of hers before they both went to dinner with another friend of theirs for a birthday. They were about 14-15 at the time. I am walking my daughter towards the meeting place and we see her friend and friend's dad walking towards us from the opposite direction. This is on a busy mall area in front of a cinema complex. They run towards each other and start gabbing on like teenagers do. This is where the fun starts. The friend's dad and I look at each other, then burst out with a high-pitched scream and run towards each other into an enthusiastic embrace. Some of the comments we made are as follows. Oh my god, you look fab. Oh, it's all you bae. What have you done to your hair? I love it. Etc. We are both 35-40 grown men carrying on about how good the other looks and all the rest of it. The blood drained from both daughters' faces and you could literally see them thinking, just kill me now. It was glorious. 10 tenths would recommend. She is 14. Just you existing is embarrassing. Good luck. This is when you learn to pray. This guy parents. Yep, every 14-year-old in the world sprang fully formed from the abyss, with no childhood or parents. At least according to themselves. Man's not hot. My 13-year-old daughters mistakenly showed this video to my husband. He now quotes it constantly and it is driving them crazy. Just heard that song like 2 days ago. It's so dumb but it's so good. Take off your jacket. Man's not hot. Scary Papa lol. Just call everything dope, lit or ratchet and start calling her homie. Tell her she's on fleek all the time. Whenever I call something dope, my kids are all like no mom, just, no. Haha this guy is a dopely lit savage. When she says something innocuous, just say, is that what the kids are calling it these days? E.g., Dad, can I get more syrup for my pancakes? Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Getting syrup for the pancakes? When I was 17 I worked at a pizza place with mostly high schoolers and one 38-year-old man. He was nice, but a little creepy at times because he seemed to forget most of his coworkers were girls half his age. I asked my friend who also worked there to tie my shoe because I'd hurt my knee and couldn't bend down very easily. The older man turns around, sees her tying my shoe, and says all surprised, oh you actually meant tie my shoe. I assumed that was an innuendo for something. I was mostly confused as to what he thought tie my shoe was an innuendo and why I would be saying it to my friend at work in the middle of the dinner rush. My dad used to go into Carl's Jr. and call everyone Carl. Go into Wendy's and call everyone Wendy. Go into a Five Guys and ask if you can speak to the other 4 guys. Hi, can I speak to Wendy please? What's poppin' B? Deadass is a good word, it's a synonym of actually and I'm being serious. Did you deadass? Deadass bro, I did. I worked at a juvenile facility, in a girl's wing for 3 years I heard deadass 35 goddamn times a day. It usually preceded a violent outburst. I now equate deadass with paperwork. I hear all the young college kids saying that's so extra or you're being so extra right now, meaning being over the top or ridiculous. As a young college kid, my friend works at the school library. They keep a set of chargers for various types of phones. A kid came up and asked for one. My friend informed him they were out. He replied, that's custard, and walked away. Wow, in the early 2000s I had a coworker who would say that. Only person I've ever heard use it. I guess dude was ahead of his time.